Going on YouTube? It's been a minute. Let me make some minor camera adjustments here. Get my son's boxes out of the picture there. Maybe tone down this light a little bit. A couple things we can do. There we go. That looks a little better to me. What's going on, everybody? I just thought I would drop in today and say, hey, it's been a minute or two, or three, or more. What's going on, Wild Alan? What's happening, people? Bobby, how are you, man? Oh, I'm gonna have to wear the old man glasses tonight. That's very obvious to me. Someone said it's been slow. Trucker Wild said destroyed. Oh, dude, I need a haircut so bad it's not even funny, man. Rage slower than over. How you doing, 40 Cal? Now, I know the hair's crazy. I just got out of the shower, guys. I just got out of the shower. From Portland to York, 4100. Wow. Yeah, that's not good. It's not good at all. So, just go bald. No, I'm not going to go bald. I'm not going to go bald. I'm going to get into the barber when they open and get the haircut. But until then, well, you know, the gray shines through, man. Until then, the gray. I know, because that's because my hair's all grayed out, man. Because I ain't got a haircut. Oh, yeah, that definitely would not be me, 40 Cal. My Twitch followers will tell you I have a speaker system in my car. It kind of boom booms. So, yeah, Matt, you're one of the few. What's going on, fatty 2x4? 4,000 miles or 4,000 revenue, Ian? Lauren keeps going off. Yeah, that's never good. How you doing, Jen? What's going on, Steven? Boot heel. What's going on, Brian? Revenue. Wow, Ian, that's terrible. Yeah, Skull, I was on there today. I'm already done. I'm already home. How you doing, Johnny? 40 Cal says solo driving sucking. What's going on, Stuber? How you been, brother? I ain't talked to Stuber in about 2 weeks. Aloha. How you doing, Mickey? That's TV. We're watching my in-laws watching a movie in the other room. I'm sure you guys can hear it in the background. Yeah, the Uber thing's going well, man. It's going real well, actually. Between Uber and Twitch, they're both doing great. Yes, you can, Austin. Yes, you can. I should say. No, I mean, 40 Cal had 1,400 revenue last week. Stuber, someone just said they had 4,000 in revenue as a team. So here's one going West Coast to East Coast. Bobby's going West Coast to East Coast. 2,600 miles, 4,100 bucks. Not even $2 a mile coming out of the West Coast. So obviously this is like a big deal. And, you know, with Tyson shut down one of their plants now. You know, the Smithfield plant closed in Sioux Falls or Sioux City, wherever it was, up in Iowa. Now Tyson's closing down the Iowa plant as well. Waterloo. Yeah. So Tyson closed down the Waterloo pork plant. West to east and back, yeah. Well, I mean, our trainers do that, or not ours. I don't want to work at Prime. Yes, Hopper. Prime trainers do that too. They run back and forth, but they're still having issues getting freight. Yeah, the one in Indiana shut down as well. That is correct. Yeah, it's bad, booby. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, I'm worried about y'all down there. Dude, Twitch is doing well too, Bobby. Twitch is doing well. We're hitting up in the 50s, 58, 57. It's doing well. It's jamming out, man. I'm enjoying it over there. Let's see, Reefer at night has done good. Back 1,000-mile lows back to back. Whew, that's crazy, 40 cal. Yeah, Bobby, it is actually. Yeah, it is. It's growing really fast. It's one reason you haven't seen me around YouTube recently. There, Brian saying freight's complete shit. This shutdown, man. Plainwell, Michigan are only killing 600 when they normally kill 2,000. Tuber, I don't know, man. I don't know about okay. I mean, breaking even's not okay for drivers, right? When you're a lease operator. And that's happening out there sometimes. Correct, Fatty. You're right. You're right. JBS in Worthington, Minnesota closed up. What's going on, Cedar? How are you, brother? Owner ops do qualify for those loans, don't they? I'm pretty sure they do. Matt, I'm pretty sure they do. I know the Abacus Tax Service in Springfield. Yeah, you can get the loan. I know, Biscuits. So Wayne said qualified for loan, but it ran out pretty fast. Yeah. Well, they just passed another one. They just refunded it, so we'll see how long that lasts. Yeah, you do qualify. Yep. So I don't know if you're a prime driver or not. They're refunding it, Bobby. They just passed another bill, sent another injection of cash into that program. Yeah, not good, man. None of it's good. Thank you, Chi-Town. You're right. 911 on the haircut, man. 911 on the haircut. I'll be doing it myself before long. I'll have the little one in here. I'll have the 5-year-old with the clippers in here cutting my hair for me. She got caught trying to sell a driver's license. And that's what I was gonna say. That's what's going on in a lot of places. A lot of people are making, not just trucking, man. A lot of industries. Right, John? Right? Shave the goatee. No, I like the goatee. I like it just how it is. There's a lot of industries or the employees are making more sitting at home collecting unemployment than they would be making if they were working right now. That's the reality of it. So yeah, guys, the hair's kind of out of whack, but yeah. Oh, is that what happened, Biscuits? Y'all turn your lease in? Oh, that worked out good. Y'all's lease was up. So you're not sitting on a truck right now. Yeah, just sitting at home collecting unemployment. Yeah. We got to keep positive, man. Yeah, I bet you wouldn't, Cobra. Good, Biscuits, good. I'm glad. Well, where's Mike, though? I know where you're at. Is Mike there with you, though? That's the part you got to worry about. Where's old Mikey Mike? See if I can turn this up a little more. Here we go. Now y'all really can see the hair going, man. I was gonna throw some gel in it, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna let it be. Let y'all see the disaster I'm having. The what this is, the virus is doing to me. It's got my hair making me look like I'm, my age. How you doing, Christy? I'm good. Things are really well. Things are really well for me. Obviously, I'm at home. Tonight I got home a little early. Man, my hair's way too long. My barbershop's been closed since March 16th, I think, or 17th. I haven't been able to get in there. And that's just all of them. No, I'm just going, no, man. When I get it cut, it takes it all out. Now, that's true, too. There is some businesses got a loan that they have to keep their employees in order to get forgiven. That's the thing. Yeah. 50K. Congratulations, Stuber. Now in about 6 months, he'll be allowed to upgrade. What's going on, Samson? So Samson's in a company lightweight. I'm so glad you did that, Samson, with the way things are. At least you're just getting paid for what you're running. You know what I mean? Oh, one and done, Stuber. That's it, huh? One and done. No way, dude. No way. No way. No one TNT's one and done, man. Not in the finishes them. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, you're teaming with someone else. Miles are done waiting to upgrade. All right, Christy, good deal. Congratulations. Coming from Hirschbach, all right. Next, I thought you were going to tell me it was Caesar, and he was one and done, too. So Chad Rich is on vacation this week. He's at home in Missouri. Kick back, relaxing. It's crazy. Oh. Pretty reliable dedicated route, Michigan to Tennessee. Oh, shit, dude. You're doing the yogurt. There's a lot of lightweights that are on that route doing that yogurt. 24,000 in Cedar, and he went home, huh? Homesick. Huh. Hopefully, he made a little bit of money off of him, though, in this first 24,000 miles. That happens, Cedar. That happens a lot, man. Oh, God. Trucking is not for everyone. Yeah, Samson, that's good, man. Yeah, you're running that Reed City. I'm assuming you're running Reed City to Murfreesboro. Mind explosion. I'm going to have to do that sometime. I may have to do that sometime. So no, guys, I've just been doing my thing, man. It's been nice. It's been nice. Riding the bike every day now. It's hard to get through, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get through that homesickness. Can be a little rough at first. Yeah, at 22. I mean, that's the first time I went into trucking. I was 22. And only made it 6 months. That was it. That was the first time I got into trucking, yeah, 22 years old. Oh, Biscuits, it's going great. I love it. I love it. 8.8 miles a day. It's a good time. Sometimes Centerville for jam. All right. Yeah, it's still, man. You're doing just fine with that route. Keep that one up, Samson. that'd be a pretty good little route. Samson, you from Michigan or something? Samson must be from Michigan. Got to have a lightweight though, I think, to run that dedicated. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, my knees are holding up great. It's my ankles that are a problem when I was running. It was my ankles, not my knees. As soon as he got off the truck. Nice, man. Nice. Okay, so you are from Michigan. Okay. That makes sense. Oh. 300 miles in a week. I mean, it'd be like 60. All right, man. Keep it going, Essential Man. Just south of Grand Rapids. All right. Yeah, I can't wait to get a haircut, guys. Look at that hair, man. Whew. Man, looking rough. That's that baby hair, man. He jumps on me all day long, beats me up. He abuses me. Had a ribeye last night. I had what the hell did I have last night? I had cheeseburgers last night, but I'm peanut butter and jealous. How you doing, Tim? I do. It's terrible. Biscuits, can you cut here? Ran up against the 14 today. Are you having a good day then? 40 miles a day. I'm doing less than 10 right now. It'll go up though. It'll go up. Just give me time. Give me time. I'm gonna tell you, today wasn't no joke, guys. Had a 35-mile-an-hour wind right in my face for the first half of the trip. And oh gosh, never mind them biscuits. So the first, I ride 4.4 miles one direction, turn around, ride 4.4 miles back. The trip out, the 35-mile wind right in my face, man. My thighs were on fire pedaling that bike. Oof. Oof. It was crazy mad. Crazy mad. So guys, these are not prescription or anything. These are like $2 glasses from Walmart. So they're kind of goofy looking, but I don't care. I need them right now to see. The boy band here, hey, it might come back, 40 Cal. It might come back, man. You never know. Come get you and have dinner. All right. How you doing, Rod? Don't you do that? Do what? Why not, man? Why not? Why not? Yeah, Stuber, I kind of read half of it when it popped up. I can't read it without pausing the thing. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. Thanks, man. I'm just like in total chill mode right now. It's been nice being home. The one thing I don't do though, that I always said I would, is I'm not puffing and passing. I always said if I got out of trucking, I'd start smoking weed. I haven't. So, look at guys going through a midlife crisis. What's going on, Will? Yeah, I'm on my phone. Yeah, I'm on my phone. Yeah, it's the one thing I always said. I always said if I quit trucking, I'd probably start smoking weed. Well, I didn't do that. Yeah, you can't find a barber right now. I'm gonna end up buzzing mine all off too. Give you all the Stone Cold Steve Austin hairdo. I'll keep the goatee too. Are you will? Okay, so another thing, guys. So a lot of you aren't on my Twitch. A lot of you have been around a long time. You know how sick my dad has been for a long time. I actually lost my dad on the 15th of April. Um, it was, it wasn't unexpected, but I went to his house that morning and I never left. I ended up staying there for 15 hours and he passed away that evening. Um, so it's been coming a long time and it finally did happen on the 15th of April. So last Wednesday, a week ago today, or a week ago yesterday. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. I got some weird noise. Thank you, folks. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that you guys don't earn on the Twitch. All right, 40 Cal, have a good night. Have a good night. Yeah, I went there. He wanted to die at home. He didn't want to die alone. He died in his own bed with my sister on one side, me on the other, and her son at the foot of the bed, and us holding his hands. So the two big things he wanted, he got. My sister took care of him 24/7 for the last 7 weeks of his life. My stepmom passed away in February, and we knew when that happened, it was just a matter of time. And it happened. It happened on the 15th. Yeah, see, Will, yeah, go do it, Will. Don't be afraid. So, that's one thing I would have missed if I'd been on the road. For sure. I wouldn't have been there sitting in his bed. Especially since he started having big issues on Tuesday morning. Hospice came Tuesday morning, met with my sister and my dad, enrolled him in hospice immediately. They came Wednesday morning, he fainted again, split his eye wide open all the way down here. Needed stitches, refused to get them. He wasn't going to the hospital, he was staying home. So they came early on Wednesday. They delivered some pain medications, some morphine and stuff that afternoon, and that evening it was over. Yeah, right, Biscuits? Yeah. Just, look, I say this, I've said this before on other things, but this whole situation that led to me coming off the road, getting the boot, let's not sugarcoat it, getting the boot, getting fired, was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. So, it probably was. And I thought about going back on the road when it first happened. Got offered a couple jobs that I thought about taking and didn't, and figured I would find something. I would get out there and hustle and find something. And yeah, Jennifer, I think it was. I do. Oh yes, yeah, Bobby, actually, absolutely, man. He is. Oh, he told me. And look, when I got there Wednesday morning, he looked up at me in the bed and he said, "Hey, I'm glad you're here. Your sister could use the help today. I'm ready to die." That's what he said to me. How you doing, Larry? And so that was in the morning. That was about 9:30 in the morning. And at 9:11 p.m., easy to remember, it was April 15th, which is tax day, and at 9:11 p.m. So, yeah, Oh, Stuber, I'm not even going there. Just leave that be. It ain't worth look. It ain't even worth thoughts or time or anything, man. It just isn't. Reality is, it has nothing to do with me. Zero to do with me. Zero to do with me. Um, to see, yeah. But yeah, so I'm glad. I'm glad I was home. Oh yeah, so yeah. My dad fell. This is Wednesday morning, guys. This is the same day he passed away. He passed out. He fainted, and he hit his. He split his eye open. And he refused to go to the hospital. And the hospice came and they bandaged him up. Right. They tried to use the glue on him and then squeeze it together and tape it. They tried to do all kinds of things. It was still bleeding pretty heavy. So he kept having to replace the gauze right there, and then we were wrapping it around his head. And me and my sister were both trying to do it. And my dad said, "How many pull-locks does it take to bandage an old man up?" Um, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. We are Polish. That's what makes it so funny. Is that we are Polish. So it was good stuff. It really was. Yeah, it was a good time. And look, my dad, they came in. He had him come and turn off his defibrillator and everything. They had him do all of that. So I mean, it's what he wanted. Um, they talked to him in the morning about. He talked to them about getting the defibrillator turned off, and they came back at like 5 p.m. and turned it off. And then 4 hours later, it was over. So I mean, he knew what he was doing. And it's funny because he had a DNR, right? His do not resuscitate. He had it on file at the hospital. He had it on file with his doctor. He had it on file with hospice, right? DNR, do not resuscitate. He told the preacher. Told the preacher. He was so proud the day he signed that. He told the preacher. He said, "Yeah, I signed that DNR now. These effing kids can't keep me alive no more." Except he didn't say effing. He said the word to the preacher. Um, yeah. But yeah, you know. So he was ready. He was ready. I mean, his wife of 30 years passed away in February, and it just was. He was lonely. He was sad. He was in a lot of pain. A lot of pain, and he was ready. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You don't even know. So he's telling a story about back in like it would probably been 1960. It was probably we haven't had it yet, Skeletor. Um, the cremation is happening. It probably happened today, but we're gonna have a service later on. Those orange and yellow please you have a razor. What do you call them? They're flakes. Flax. I think is what they call them. What's I gonna tell you all? You threw me off, Stuber. You threw me off, man. You threw me off. Thank you, Eric. Oh yeah, so he was telling a story about 1960. He was 18 years old. He's walking with his first wife. Her name is Victoria. And there's actually a news article about it. A black man went on a shooting spree. Keep in mind, guys, this was during the whole black rights time. All right, we're talking 1960. We're not talking about now. We're not talking about 10 years ago. We're talking about 1960. All right, we're talking 60 years ago. And he was saying how this guy went on a shooting spree and shot 20 random people or something. And he shot my dad in the ass. So my dad was living with my aunt and uncle. My uncle was a Chicago detective. My dad had a warrant out for his arrest. So he didn't want to call the cops. So he got shot. He's got his bullet in his ass. He's running around. He hails a taxi. This is in Chicago. He hails a taxi and it just tries to get home. There's so much blood in the back seat. They get out and the taxi cab driver calls the cops. My dad calls him a snitch to this day. And I was like, that snitch got me arrested. But it gets better. So you gotta understand the whole story. So he gets arrested. The cops come, they run him, he's got a warrant. And my uncle, who's a detective, and my dad, and was my dad's guardian when he was a child. My dad just turned 18. It was actually my dad, my dad's guardian because my grandparents died when my dad was like 10 or 12. Had to go to work and get him out of jail and take him home. I can only imagine how that conversation went. It gets better than that though. So my uncle had a squad car parked at the house once, and my dad and his buddy stole the back door off of the squad car and hung it on one of their walls and got caught. Think about that. If y'all, when y'all were growing up, if your parent was a cop and you stole the door off the car and went and hung it in your buddy's wall in his house, how would that go over when you got caught? Yeah, right. It was crazy. They did some crazy stuff, man. It was a nut. So he was pretty crazy, man. Absolutely a nut job. But thank you, Carrie. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those messages in there. Thank you for that. Like I said, it's been 8 days. I hadn't been on YouTube talking about it. I haven't talked about it on Instagram. I have talked about it on my Twitch. So I have talked about it on my Twitch. So if you follow me on Twitch, you've heard most of these stories, most of them. I don't think I told the squad car door. So I think that's a new one. Oh, Bobby, that's not good. Yeah, Will. I mean, I did make $1,384 last week, I think, doing Uber Eats. Yeah, Tony, how are you, man? Yeah, so I mean, I did well. I did well with the Uber last week. I did well, and I did that in 6 days because on Wednesday I spent the whole day with my dad. So, yeah, I did. It was a good week, and I don't know how many hours I put in this week. It doesn't really matter. Well, yeah, and here's the thing, Biscuits. He spent so much time in them. He spent so much time in hospitals. It was just killing him, and he didn't want to go back. He just didn't want to go back, and they even offered to bring a hospital bed to the house when they were there Wednesday. And she said, the RN that we had through hospice, she said, hey, do you want a hospital bed? I can get one here in an hour. She's like, that's what we do. We're very quick about what we do. We can have a hospital bed here. And my dad said, no, I don't want, I don't want to be in another hospital bed. I'm done with hospital beds. He told her that. He's not going to the hospital for anything. He didn't want a hospital bed. He just wanted to finish in peace at home. And they brought him the morphine for that. He took it. It helped. He was actually about an hour and 20 minutes before he passed for the first time in 20 years. He said he was pain-free. He couldn't feel anything. You ain't lying. How are you, Jess? Well, now that Jess is here, there is one thing I want to talk about. So, next weekend, I don't know what day I don't know what day we're going to record it yet. I'll still get with her on that. But next weekend, I will release my first podcast. And my first guest is going to be Grateful Tread Trucking. So, Grateful Tread is going to be the first guest on my podcast. We're going to film it sometime between now and probably next Sunday, so sometime in the next 10 or 11 days. We will record it, and I will get it uploaded to the podcast platforms. And then I will also do a video of the entire podcast that I will upload to YouTube. Now, that's okay. That's okay. Um, I know you did. It's all right. It's all right. So we're good. You know that. So yeah, so the podcast is coming. It's going to be just a weekly podcast, somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour podcast every week, but it is coming. And it also, I will record it, video and audio. Obviously podcasts are audio only, so the audio will go up there, but I'll have video and audio for YouTube. Hey, John, it took, the last person I know, it took 6 weeks. 6 weeks because of the coronavirus. So just hang in there, buddy. They're way behind on the background checks. Way behind. Yeah, Jess, it's going to be fun. It'll be a good time. Do you need a beer with that? This is the first time I've drank in a week. No, Will, you do not. You do not. I think you just contact them and tell them you want your account switched over to Eats. That's all you gotta do, Will. It's simple, man. There's a lot of passenger drivers doing Uber Eats right now because of the corona. It's just like it's affecting trucking the way it is. Freight's way down, rates are way down. People are parking their trucks, right? People are parking their trucks. They're saying, hey, I've had enough, I'm done. Excuse me, guys, I keep burping. People have had enough and they're parking them. So that's just the way it is. Yeah, Judd, my son's doing a DoorDash in Knoxville, and he's doing just fine. He doesn't do it often. You got to remember, this is, we're talking about an 18-year-old kid who lives at home with his mom, right? He has no bills. I pay his cell phone's on my plan, so I pay his cell phone. Thanks, Biscuits. I appreciate that. Take care of yourself, all right? Make sure Mike takes care of you, too. So I pay his cell phone bill, his car's paid off. He lives. Yeah, Will, you've been at it a long time, man. Now, Will, you still over at Milton? Is that where you are? That's true. Yeah, Jen's asked about reefers. Fixing a reefer unit. And a lot's changed, guys. A lot's changed in my life, man. A lot. And it's all been good. It's all been good. Heavy flatbed work. Caesar said poo. I don't know what that's about. What kind of text messages do you have to be sending that you autocorrect a poo? There you go. Or on Twitch.com. Correct. Thank you, Hopper. Yep. Hopper's moderator over there. He keeps things in order. Because I am driving, right? It's almost all road footage. So I'm constantly driving. So he kind of watches chat. You should. You know what? I'm actually going to answer that, Hopper. You can leave that alone because I'm going to answer that. No, Hopper, you can leave that because I'm going to answer it. Well, okay, you already deleted it, but the answer is 0. 0. So, and when I say 0, I mean absolutely 0. So, and that's the way it will stay. Don't stop at Southern Pride in Paducah. It's a dump. What's going on, Twisted? How you been, brother? Good, working a lot. Good. Well, I'm glad you are because a lot of people aren't, man. You know. Will, I've lost a lot, dude. I work out. I was running and walking between the two, running and walking. Right. I was splitting it up, 4 miles a day for a long time, for a couple weeks, and I started having major, I think it was ankle and ACL issues. And so I bought a bike, and now I've been biking. Now I've been biking a lot. So I try to bike every day. What about the bike? Friday, guys? So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 6 days. I biked 5 days out of those 6. Yeah. So now I'm doing the bike every day because I can't do the run walk thing. I have been trying to squeeze in some run walk. I did it the other day for 2 miles. I ran a mile and walked a mile back, and then biked 8.8 miles afterwards. So getting a lot of exercise in. I've been running broken trailers from Kansas City to Springfield. Freight is up and down. Will, I don't even know. Will, I don't even know how much. I don't even know how much I weigh. I don't even know. I don't have a scale. But I know I've lost quite a bit. Oh, I'm way healthier. I did Seether. I did live stream one. What's going on, Daniel? Yeah, I know. Between the hair and everything, man. I know. I need to get a haircut. The hair's pretty rough. It's pretty rough looking. It just needs to be under 300. Definitely under 300, Skull. Definitely under 300. I'm pretty thin. Pretty thin. Yeah, yes, either. Actually, I did do it on YouTube. I did on Twitch for a few days. I did on YouTube one day too, but then I deleted it because it had a bunch of music in it. See, because on Twitch, my radio doesn't matter. Like, so when I got back to the car, I wasn't thinking, because on Twitch, it doesn't matter if your radio is on or not in your car. Songs don't matter. On YouTube, it does. And so I was doing the live. I got back in the car, had the radio on, music was playing, and then it was like, oh crap, they're going to flag it. So instead of going through all that with YouTube, I just deleted it. I didn't let it upload. I just took care of it before it even hit YouTube, before it hit the algorithm. Heart attack waiting to happen. No, man. Definitely not, dude. Definitely not. I eat well now. I exercise daily. No, I'm not a heart attack waiting to happen. Definitely not. Maybe a year ago, when I was 213, when I was 213 pounds on blood pressure medication, not exercising, that was a heart attack waiting to happen. Not now. Let's see, what's he talking about? Looking for a place to move in cheap parts of Florida. Well, you're just going to have to find some. There are areas of Florida that are okay to live in. I will tell you where I live, it's not, there are some places that are reasonable. But even down here, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath is going to run you $700 a month. That's if you're lucky, and that's an older home. That's an old home. You can get homes, 3-4 bedrooms, a couple car garage, couple baths for $1,200-$1,400 a month. newer style homes. But yeah, it's not a cheap place to live. That's for sure. It's not like Springfield, Missouri, or Knoxville, Tennessee. Oh yeah, Will, you'll do fine. Yeah, you'll find something for that, no doubt. No doubt about it. Um, Will, no, I don't know. 30 years, 3 million miles. Got retired in East Tennessee. Yeah, Tony, I don't blame you. Yeah, exactly, Angelica. Yep, yep. I want to say Angelique. Is it Angelique? Just out of curiosity. 1 bedroom loft. Phew, that's nuts. Anything along I-10? Okay. Okay. All that exercise ain't good for you. Shit, all that exercise is good for me, Tim. Oh, that was Tom Brady's house. We went by Tom Brady's house today. All right, Jess, have a good night. I'll talk to you. We went by Tom Brady's house in Tampa today. It's actually Derek Jeter's house. Tom Brady is living in it. I don't know if he's actually renting it or if he's just living in it. He's probably just living in it. We went by it today. So we drove by it today. It's over on my Twitch. It's actually in my clip section of my Twitch. It's pretty cool. Ah, that's who you are. Okay. Okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense now. If I had known that was your name, I would have called you Ange probably instead of Angel. I would probably just called you Ange, but. But yeah, so we drove by Brady's house today to see if there was a Brady sighting, but there was not. He was not out. He was not out and about. Yeah, Tom Brady's rental house in Tampa. Yep, I did see that clip. That was the name of the clip. Been grilling anything? Nope. Vegas, 1,500, 3 bedroom apartment. That don't surprise me. That don't surprise me one bit. Yeah, Heidi, you have to break into the neighbor's house. That's a really funny, true story. Wow, Carrie's way behind. That's my pup. It was 90 today, Will. Angel plays balls. Oh, I'm not going to go there. I was so going to go there with some good jokes, but I'm not. Maybe something like, other than mine, since I'm home every night now, no. What's going on, Zach? How are you, man? Yeah, it was 90 today. Tomorrow's supposed to rain all day. Tomorrow will be an interesting day for me working because Monday it rained all day and I made almost $300 on Monday. So if it rains all day tomorrow on a Friday, whew, excuse me, I'll probably make $300 plus tomorrow. That'd be my guess. That's a good day. It's a good day's work. No, Tony. No. I'm totally honest with you guys. Not even a little. Not even a little. Like the minute I pulled in this driveway. So now I'll be honest with you. When it happened and I had the bus ride back to Springfield, then I had to drive my car from Springfield down to here. I had all this stuff going through my head trying to figure out what I was going to do, right? And I thought, oh no, this is all I've known for a long time, right? This is all I've known. And I pulled in this driveway out here, and I come in this house, and I seen that little boy of mine. And I haven't thought about trucking other than talking about it with you all. But I've never once thought about going back on the road. No desire at all. None. Right? And I could go on the road. Right? I would not have an issue getting a job. Couple things that would keep me away from trucking in the future anyways. Even if I decided to go back to trucking, there's a couple things that would keep me away from it. Number one, I'm a percentage guy, right? I got to run on percentage. I'd have to find a company that pays percentage, right, that I was comfortable with. That's not that easy to do, right? Yeah, and maybe steal an air ride seat for the car. Yeah, that would be a good one. So that's probably the biggest thing that would ever, if I ever looked to get back into trucking, which I don't ever plan on, the biggest thing would be is have to be a percentage job at a company I was comfortable with. Cook without hearing beat. Yeah, see there, I hear you on that. I hear you on that. Look, you know, trucking's not a bad job. Just go into it with an out plan, right? You can make a lot of money in trucking. Get into trucking, get into training, make your money, set your goal, hit your goal, go the F home. Home every weekend, but I'm home every night, Will. Yeah, I'm home every night. You know, I'm home every night. Zach, I just had that conversation with somebody the other day. I think it was Chad. Asked me that. No, it's all right, Hopper. Stuff like that's all right. You know, I think Chad's the one that asked me. He said, if they called you tomorrow and offered, he said, hey, you can come on back, would you go? And I was just really honest with him, and I said, honestly, I wouldn't go. I'm that happy being home. You know, oh, if I do go back trucking, get somewhere I'm home every weekend. Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm not going back trucking, man. I'm not going back trucking, period. You know. Look, trucking was good to me. It was good to my family. It's 14 years is long enough. I'm done. I've been gone long enough. You know, whatever I wanted to accomplish or needed to accomplish, I should have got it all done then. Period. You know, I should have got it all done then. If I didn't get it done then, obviously it wasn't that important to me, and I'm not going to get it done if I go back for 5 years. So there's just no sense in doing it anymore. I don't, if you get into, we'll use Prime as an example. If you go to work for Prime and you get in the training program and you're a trainer and you can't accomplish your goals in 5 years, you're never going to accomplish them. Just go home, right? If you're not getting close, or at least close, if you're not making progress, you're not going to, all right? That's just the reality of it. Look, in trucking almost cost me everything, right? Almost cost me a relationship with my son. It almost cost me my marriage. It almost cost me just life as I knew it, right? Because it kept me away from home, and that's why I say it almost cost me everything, because I was never here, right? I was never here. And that's why it was like that. The dog's mad. He wants in there with his brother. I won't let him in there. I need to grab cold beer. If this freezes, it's because it hit 20% or something. Just bear with me. I'll get it fired back up, but I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes, absolutely. Melted down. Greg, yeah, I was kind of worried about that for you, bud. I've been watching the oil prices. Tom, it is getting better every day, man. Require there you see. So go in like Shy's doing. Go in with a goal, man. Go in with a goal. And make sure you continue to make your progress. See, either you're not the first one to hear. You're not the first one that I've seen say that. So thanks for that, man. That does mean a lot to me when I hear you guys saying that. That it's just not the same. Um, yeah. So on, yeah, that's your mark, man. How you doing, David? How are you, bud? So tomorrow's Melissa's big day. I'm sure she is ready. I'm sure David has spent countless hours with her. Thanks, Backwoods. Appreciate that. I want to let go of this dog in the bedroom because he's having a fit. I'll be right back. He's sitting there whining and crying. He wanted to get in the damn bedroom. You know? Okay, so where was I? Melissa. I'm sure she is ready. All right, Will. Have a good one, man. Yeah, Shy, you can. Absolutely. If you want to message it to me, you have a question about trucking. You ain't lying. Reading for the fourth time. Yeah, that David. Well, it takes a while to regen, man. It takes a while. It's crazybags_on_Twitch. That is the Instagram name currently. I changed it recently. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can send it. I'll have to dig through to find it. So, David, are you nervous Nelly for tomorrow? I bet you David's nervous Nelly for tomorrow after the other day. And I haven't had a chance to talk to you, David, or stay in your live long the other night. But was it the alley doc? Was it the alley doc that jumped up and bit her? Because that's the one that usually gets people. Is the alley doc? Let's be honest. Usually. Sometimes it's the offset. Parallel? Okay. Wow. What the heck? How'd she mess up a parallel? Line up that cone? Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. It's parallel got her. What happens to a lease? You don't get no money back, and they might bill you for any kind of repairs they had to do to the truck. They billed me for $1,400. No, Juan, you don't get penalized. I mean, they're gonna any kind of repairs they need to do. All right, Samson, have a good night, man. It's good to hear from you. I'm glad you're doing well out there, brother. Any kind of repairs they got to do. Like they charge me for removing decals. They charge me for removing my satellite TV. They charge me for, they charge you a minimum for cleaning the truck. There's certain things they charge you for. And I already had a negative balance. Of like, I don't even remember, man. I was already negative like $700 or $800. So they only charged me $700 when I turned it in for, and most of that's probably cleaning decals and removal of the satellite. That'd be my guess. Because it was in an oil change probably $400 for an oil change. That'd be my guesses. Yes, David, I do. Yes, David, I absolutely do. You remember that? So yeah, David, I do. It was the end of January. Right, Bobby, that I really enjoyed doing the reefs. I will miss doing that. That's what I said. If I can find a trucking company to allow me just to volunteer my time once a year just to run a load of reefs, I'll do it. You know, I would do it every year, no doubt in my mind. I really enjoy doing that load. And look, guys, a lot of that is because I attempted to be in the service and I failed at it, and so I understand how difficult that job is, right? That commitment that those guys give, whether it be for 4 years or 20 years, I understand what they're giving up, and yeah, so it meant a lot to me. Yeah. So on Twitch, we do something on Twitch every night when we end Twitch now. We've been doing it almost from the beginning. So when we end Twitch every night at the end of the night, we stop and we do, I say the Pledge of Allegiance, and we do a national anthem every night. So there are some people who make sure they check in to find out how long we're going to be running so they can make sure they're online during that time. How you doing, old man? Yeah, Greg spent 4 years. Greg knows. Greg made sacrifices. Dude, it makes trucking sacrifices look like nothing. You know? We do 6 weeks. You go out there and do trucking, you're gone for 6 weeks. Sometimes you're 3,000 miles from home. Well, try being gone 9 months or 12 months and being, 15,000 miles from home. I don't know if it's that far, but you know what I mean. It's a big deal. So we do that every night on Twitch. We do the pledge and we do the national anthem. So Greg, what are you going to do, man? Because I know you were living there and everything. I really am quite blessed to not be mixed into this just disaster that is happening out there because of COVID-19. I got lucky. I'm glad I didn't go back out because one of the jobs I was going to do was Hall Entertainment. I was going to go on tour with GNR or Kanye West. And then all them shows got canceled, right? So that's one of the jobs that was offered to me. I could have started immediately, like immediately. Like when I got fired from Prime, I could have, instead of taking that stupid bus to Springfield to get my car, right? The guy would have flew me to Springfield to get my car, and then I would have drove to where a truck was and jumped in the truck and started driving. Zach, I just have no interest in driving a truck, man. I just don't, man. I want to be home every night. So let me tell you what I do every day, guys. I get up in the mornings with my little boy every morning around 8 to 8:30. And I spend 2 to 4 hours with him every morning, just the two of us. I give him breakfast. I get him chocolate milk, and we play or we watch, we play and watch a movie or we just play, whatever we want to do. Every single day. There's nothing that is going to take that away now. There's no trucking job out there in America that's going to take that away. That's just the reality of it. I enjoy it. He enjoys it. He finally has his daddy home. He loves it. He doesn't want me to go to work now, and I'm home every day. You know, I had to come home tonight. I was having an issue getting my car into gear tonight. So I came home to figure it out and got my father-in-law involved. And what it was is the clutch reservoir was empty. It's a wet clutch, had to fill it up brake fluid. Anyhow, so I came in and he was eating dinner at the table, and I kissed him and told him I was going to work. And he said, "No, you can't go to work, Daddy. It's dark out." You know what I mean? 11 months. You know, it's a long time. 11 months is a long time. Correct. It's forever. Put the wife at work, stay home. No. I mean, I get those hours every morning, David, and then I go to work. You know, then I go and I work. And guys, if you follow my Twitch, you know, some days I work 10, 11, 12 hours, right? I mean, I'm putting in trucking hours when I work. Yeah, look at something different right now. Yeah, trucking's hurting right now, guys. Trucking's hurting. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean, you could, like I said, you know, and that's what me and Chad were talking about. And I told him if Prime called me tomorrow and offered my job back, I'd have to tell him no. Look, and as much as I love it, you guys know that I'm a Prime head, right? So I'd have to tell him no. What, sweetheart? That's a light. Can't you tell? My wife just walked out. And she brought the dog back with her. So obviously he wanted his mama is what he wanted. That's what he wanted. All right, guys, it's been 70 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up. This was fun, though. It was good checking in. Hope all of you are well. I'm sorry to hear some of the problems that are going on out there on the highway with freight. Had a bad feeling this was going to happen. Had this conversation with Chad Rich the first week. You know, it's just, it's one of those things, man. And Sloth, I'm going to tell you, me and Grateful Tread are going to do a podcast. We will have a podcast I'm going to release next weekend. So I'll let y'all know when that happens, because we'll upload the video here, but you'll be able to listen to it on the podcast platforms as well. You'll be able to find it there. So, all right, y'all stay safe out there. Please, please, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay well, right? That's all I can tell you. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay well. I'm sure they will, John. You can come, yeah, if you need anything, guys, want to talk, come see me on Twitch. I'm there every day, man. David, good luck to you. Good luck to Melissa tomorrow. Y'all take care out there. Tell her I said good luck, David. Just stay calm. Just tell her to stay calm and stop before she turns the wheel, man. That's all you got to do. You know, that's all you got to do. All right. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.